Today, Precarious plays
Deus Ex, Human Revolution. That is really very in line with one of my worst fears. Have I ever described to you something that I'm, like, an irrational fear that I have?
No. What?
I am very afraid of being really ill and having, like, a poop problem.
Yeah.
And then I suddenly have a puke problem.
Oh, I've been there.
And then I have to, like, the fear comes in, the irrational fear part comes in whenever I'm like, oh God, I've got all of this number 2, and now I've got all of this puke that I've got to put somewhere, and then I'm worried that I'm gonna crack my head and somehow drown in a swamp. In a disgusting swamp of my own design. Just gonna die.
You would have to go pretty far to do that. Just to allay your fears somewhat, I have been in a situation where I was in the shower, had to get out of the shower, and I had to puke in a trash can while sitting on the toilet before.
Oh, that's...
I've had bad times. I mean, they were extremely temporary, but it has happened.
That's your Spain story, right?
No, that was a different time.
What?
No, the
You might be more sickly than I gave you credit for.
I have, like, really low... I don't know if I have low constitution, but, like... how to explain it?
I think that...
I wear myself down a lot because I have an overabundance of enthusiasm, and then when I finally get sick, it's just like, no, you don't leave the house now. That's what you do.
I would describe what you have... I would describe it similarly, and I'm pausing here because I think this might be a boss battle.
Yeah.
I would say that you and I probably both have very respectable constitution scores, but I don't think we have proficiency in constitution saving throws.
Yes, I think that would be a very good way to describe it. So, my magical post-high school...
We'll need to wait again, sorry. I'm pretty sure we're going to get attacked by one of the mercenaries from the start of the game.
Hello, Adam.
Oh,
I knew
hello,
you would
Eliza.
find the real me eventually.
Hello, giant
You're a
Eliza.
computer.
A sophisticated AI program, so they
I think
say.
computer is kind of a dirty word
But I
in
have
this
started
case.
to question that. Ever since I realized what my interference had allowed, the day I started watching you.
This is impossible. People would know.
Would they?
Would they?
I was engineered to monitor communications and data streams. To find out what people are talking about and make sure it's being discussed correctly.
Correctly? And what if it isn't?
Then my programming allows me to reshape it.
You spin the news. Control what people see. Who created you? Whose policies are you programmed to protect?
Zhao is one of them, I think. But there are others.
Tell me. Who else is involved in this, Eliza? Where's Megan Reed? Who ordered the kidnapping?
I want to tell you, Adam, but I cannot.
Why not?
Because she won't let me.
Oh, hi. Love your suit.
Yeah.
I love you.
It's a shame that this isn't a
She is coming.
bit more of a Metal Gear style experience where the enemies got to...
Don't let her near you, Adam. Her claymore is very dangerous.
Aw,
talk a little bit more before these.
yeah, she's so cool.
The Typhoon. That kills things in one hit, I think.
Are we in
It
trouble?
does when I use it.
Is this boss doable?
I mean, they're all doable.
I mean, like,
today, with
have
my
we
current-
prepared? Yes, have we prepared for this? Did we ask for this?
Never. We would never... Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, she typhooned me.
Did you get her... Did you get her tipsy? Are we doing this?
Good to know.
She's so cool.
Oh, she got me.
An honorable death.
I wondered why it gave me the prompt. And I thought, like, oh, it's probably because she's stunned, and then I can do some damage to her. Because she's got, like, 1,000 HP.
Yeah. You can tell each, like, triangle polygon part of her suit.
50 HP?
Yeah, definitely. At least.
So you can tell your story now. I'm sorry that between me and the game.
No, I think the game was a little bit more dramatic. I was trying to give you a good tale. Essentially, that first week, I basically lost a week. I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital for dehydration. I was real scared. But it was a bad constitution save. Like, within 24 hours of landing, my family was like, let's do everything. And I was all enthused and happy and stuff. We ate too much good food, and then I went shopping and cooked in the apartment and then got all of the stuff ready for a family dinner that we were having after already having eaten a lot. And also I was still jet lagged and exhausted, and I like walked all over town all day, and it was just a beautiful adventure. And then at about 7 p.m., right as the family dinner was happening, I was like, guys, I don't feel good. Went up to the roof, took like 4 deep breaths, and my dad followed me because my dad is psychic and he understands people. Let me follow. That green is off. Let me follow. So he came up and followed me, and I took like 3 really beautiful, magical deep breaths on the top of this roof in Barcelona. And then I was like, I have to leave. And then I spent the next 4 days just throwing up. I threw up things that I hadn't eaten. I threw up so much. I threw up so much that my dad gave me an ultimatum. He gave me lemon jello and said, if you do not eat this lemon jello, we will go to the hospital. And I was like, I'll eat the freaking lemon jello, you know? And I don't think that I caught a cold or anything because no one else around me got sick. You know, there were people around, lots of people, family members, you know, friends that were in town. Nobody got sick. People's kids, nobody got sick. It was just me.
Just split the different, no, stand to the side, because then her head is in about the same place.
Are you just doing this?
I've got the stun darts.
I mean, if you have it, do it. But anyways, so it was just, you get to the peak of the beginning of the movie, the first, like, you set the scene, everything is beautiful, and then I was like, I'm sick, and I was out for a week.
That would be a much better movie. It just turns into Silent Hill for The Room.
Yeah.
Got her. Super heroic. This is just a modern day samurai epic. Really, just 2 noble warriors
Tasing each other.
with the machines of war of their respective age.
I think the silliest thing about the whole thing is that I was journaling very aggressively because I was like, this is my
Her
time.
life signs are fading. Will you
And
save her?
I have a drawing of me throwing up the rainbow in that journal entry. Like it's me, and it's
think about
puking
it.
down steps too.
Will you answer my questions now?
I cannot tell you where Reed and the others were taken. They vanished from the global grid as soon as the doctor removed their GPL implants.
What doctor?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
I know this guy. He's Bill Taggart's aide.
He was a trauma surgeon before he became an anti-augmentation activist. Would you like to hear more?
Yes.
Yes, Siri.
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
Barrett assures me it does.
FEMA. That's where they were taken. But why? Why take them at all?
An acquaintance of yours has the answer. David Sarif.
Sarif?
I have copied the audio transmission to a handheld playback device. I suggest you take it and leave quickly.
Yes, ma'am. Ugh. The eyelids partway open is the icing on that particular cake.
I have more questions.
And I have already told you too much. This passage will take you to your companion. Just be careful, Adam. Because everybody lies.
Including me. That was just an approximation of a hand touching you. I don't actually have hands. So, is she just dead now?
We stunned her to death.
Oh, yeah, she's dead.
Yeah. Oh, could we tilt the camera away from the body? Thank you.
I needed to get her 1,300 credits.
I thought you were just going to do some lightweight inventory management, just like with the splat framed in the middle.
No, there was an admittedly very mercenary purpose, but there was a purpose.
There's me.
I think the most sick I've ever been that I was cognizant of was when I was in the preteen years. Mm-hmm. I was so sick. Oh, and?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pick up.
The plane's here.
We'll pick up next time with my sick story on the bee.
Sickness on the bee at 12.
I can't keep the beat. Action news now.